Hello everybody, Trudy from TrudyTarot here. Lovely to have you back here with me, and Happy New Year. We have just moved into Aries season. It was the spring equinox last week, which means it's the start of the new astrological year. So it's a very exciting time to start new things, and also it's beautiful outside. Well, in the UK it's warm, there's flowers everywhere, it's great. So I thought I would do another video for those creative people amongst you who might want maybe just a bit of guidance into this new year or anything really. So please don't forget to like and subscribe and comment if this reading resonated with you. And that's all from me. Let's get straight into the reading. Okay, bye. Okay, so I thought we'd start off with my very trusty mushroom cards that I really love. Okay, so what do my creative people need to do? I think this needs to come out. Community. Okay, so it's going to be about collaboration this week, I think. And I think this is going to go for the sort of month as well, that it's going to be really beneficial for you to see who's around you and who might be worth collaborating with on certain projects. Sometimes it's easy when we're very creative to kind of go in our little caves and just emerge with some artwork or songs or whatever, and that's exciting. But I think it's worth, even if it's not collaborating, considering showing works that are maybe half finished or not quite done and sharing them with people that you really trust, and kind of getting this support network to help you make your work better. I think that's going to be really important. Okay, so what else do my creative people need to know? 8 of Cups, King of Swords, and the 9 of Cups. Okay, I think what is going to be really useful, especially because we've just moved into this like new astrological year, is to maybe get a bit like sort of organized with it. And if you're like me, I know that I can have so many ideas going on at once and it's a bit overwhelming. I think it's really worth lining up, even if it's just bullet points or a mind map, like all of the creative things that are going on in your mind, even if you haven't kind of like materialized any of them yet, even if none of them have started yet, write them all down and then look at them with an outside eye. Because what I'm seeing with this 8 of Cups and what instantly came into my head, it is sort of a card of movement, walking away, and it does feel like it's worth looking at this list and not abandoning some of them, but being like, is that worth doing now? And looking at what's worth doing. It's kind of feels like a bit of a I was gonna say clean out the clutter, but it's like spring cleaning, isn't it? Because now is spring and we've just moved into the Aries season. So I think with this King of Swords as well, like I think that is you, and he is decisive. He knows what he wants, and he kind of, I see him like he's cutting through crap, basically. Not that your ideas are crap, but but I think it's worth going like, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this. Do I want this? Do I want that? Yes, let's keep that. Okay, that goes in the keep pile. That's for maybe later. And no, maybe I'll bin that off. And I think it's worth applying that method, not just to all of your creative projects. So get organized, get them all out. But I think it's worth using that for then each project, that kind of mentality. So say if you were writing a book and you've got a plan out there, that's great. But and then if you've written some of it, say if you want to write 10 chapters and you've written 5, I think it's worth reviewing what you've got and then going like, actually, don't need that. Or if you had a play and you've got the overarching story, looking at scenes and going, I don't know if I need that. Okay, maybe not, or I'm going to put that one on the back burner, focus on this one. I think it's about honing the focus into the point of the project, whatever that is. Why are you doing it, and what is it for? Is it saying something, or is it just for you? Really kind of pinpoint what that is about, and use this kind of King of Swords energy to be a bit cutthroat with your own work. And some things just go, I don't need that anymore. That, you might have worked really hard at something, like even if it's just, say if it was a play, like a scene in a play, but it might just not be right for this particular project. So if that is the case, don't get rid of it, keep it, but just be like, I'm not sure if that's fitting in. I think it's about almost bringing that kind of logical mindset. Like in my head, I see like grids rather than kind of abstract painting. And I think that can be the case as well with a lot of us creative people. It's like there's loads of things going on, but I think if you can try and hone in and make curvy lines as straight as possible, if that makes sense, and really line your things up black and white, I think that's really going to help. And I think it's going to bring anything that you might be thinking out of your head. It's almost like taking a business-ish mindset to a creative work, because this 9 of Cups for me just feels like pure joy. I feel like maybe there's some stuff that it's like, it feels like sort of sticky mud that you don't need. And once you get past that cutthroat sort of like grids, I've got this, yes, keep, maybe later, bin off. When you've done that, I think you're going to feel really free. I think your head is going to feel like it's got loads of space, and that it can think again and it can create again. So I think that is really worth doing, because there is joy at the end of that. It's freedom. It's like I think it's just gonna release something, like I said about spring cleaning. If your room is a mess and there's things that you've been looking at doing for ages, and then you're just like, oh gosh, that's so annoying, I keep looking at that every day and I haven't done it. Like, if you've been doing that and now is the time to clean it, when you clean that space, it always feels like, oh, that's so much better. I think it is worth doing that in your physical environment as well. So I think it's worth, like, your studio spaces, anything, anywhere you write, even if you write on your laptop, if that's how you're creating, which is writing, if it's on your laptop, clean up the desktop, organize the files. If it's like you're an artist, just clean your workspace, tidy everything up, be like, don't need that. So I think this is worth doing mentally and physically. It's the perfect time for it. And I just think it's going to give you that space, because it just gives that sense of relief when you've done something like that. It just goes like, oh, right, now I can start. It's just starting all that stuff up. I think that is going to be really, really important. Okay, let's see what else is going to come in here. What else do they need to know? King of Cups. Okay, so we've got 2 kings, which is nice. Let's just move these. I sometimes can't quite see my camera, so I have to try and figure out how to line these up. Okay, next one. Oh, okay. 2 of Cups. And 6 of Cups. Yeah, okay. What's nice is we've got the King of Cups here as well, who is really emotionally led. So it's not just keep gone slash through everything. It's not just that. It's really worth thinking about these things, and I think it's just really in that, why are you doing it? And it makes me think this King of Cups might be someone in this community rather than you, but I think it's worth tuning into what the King of Cups is, which is lovely and calm and a master of his emotions. I think it's worth sort of tuning into that, maybe taking some time to just have some quiet and really get this stuff out into the physical and then sort it out. Like I was saying with the lines, it's like write everything down, let it be a mess, and then go bing bang bong bong bong, sort it out. Because I think as well this king might be in your environment, and that is somebody that's going to be really calm to be around whilst you're going through this. You might be able to chat to them, because you've got to think about this community. You know, who is in your creative community? Who can you trust? Who can you talk to about this? Who can you show your work to? Who's going to give you an opinion that you really value? And this Two of Cups, because it's under this King of Swords, I actually think this is a marrying of you, like your brain, because usually Two of Cups is like a lovely harmony, and I do think that has something to do with this community that's going on. Like I said, collaboration. I do think it's important in thinking about what you could collaborate with other people with, what you might want to get second opinions on, because I think that is going to really help your work as well. But I also think this Two of Cups is like your creative side, your logical side, going like this. And that is going to come from that grids, sort out all the stuff, bash, 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 then have the space. If you imagine it like grids, I'm really sorry, I keep talking about the grids, but if you think about it like you managed to sort something out like the grids are the logic that you've created, and all the creativity is everything inside that square. There's so much space for it. Do you see what I mean? Rather than squiggly lines. But I'm not sure if that metaphor is helpful. Then, this Six of Cups, I think, is this community as well. And I think it's this kind of, it feels like a nice warm hug. I think there's something really nice in sharing your work as well. I think there could be something like, could you showcase your work anywhere? Could you, if it's writing, could you read it to people? If it's art, could you show it to people? If it's music, could you show it to people? Could you get like a nice little gathering? I once had a friend that made an event called Squish, and it was in her living room, and everybody that went had to sing a song, and it was a really like wholesome, lovely evening. And it makes me think like that, like this non-judgment. It's not work, it's just a place to be open and share, because the Six of Cups always brings this sort of nostalgia and like childlike feeling. So I think it's tuning into that like childlike innocence that's not got any judgment on its creativity. You know, kids will like draw stuff all over. Like they'll have a piece of blank paper and they'll be like, I'm gonna draw Elsa the Snow Queen, and do like a big circle and loads of squiggly lines, and they'll be like laughing and saying that's the best thing. And they'll be going like, oh my gosh, look what I made. And it's like just a bunch of squiggly lines, but they're just happy that they put pen on paper and put something into the world. And I think that's what it is. I think it's tuning into that, and I think that's really special. I think that's really special when you can create without that internal judgment, and also worrying what people are going to think about it. So I think it's building this community of really trusted people who are non-judgmental and just want the best for you, and showcasing some of this work, but also doing that inner work of, what do I need Do I want that? Do I want that? And sort of piling it all together. You could also get opinions from people on that. If you've got, you know, if you're lining up this work and you're going, not sure about that, not sure about that, I think it's worth showing. But yeah, I think that's going to be really important. Find time to get together with creative people this week. It's really going to be about this community. I think that's really important. Okay, well, I think that's all from me. But have a lovely week, and I will see you all soon. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and please comment if this video was helpful to you. I'd love to know what you all think and what I can do to make my channel grow and make you all have lovely tarot times. Okay, lots of love, and I'll see you soon. Bye.